Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes on the forehand and how you can fix them, and basically this is what the majority of players do and I believe you are doing too, so hopefully you can stay until the end and fix your technique, because this, remember, is the 7th video of the forehand playlist to master forehand in 2026, so if you still didn't watch the previous videos you can go and watch. Basically the first mistakes, and the one I see most of the times and the one I talk the most, is to start playing tennis and start with a continental grip or with the eastern grip like this, and you play. Why? Because it's super easy, you miss less, and at first looks too easy to be truth, and that's why you start with that grip, the easy grip, like basically shaking hands or rotating just a little bit because it's super easy. But then after 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons you see that there is absolutely no progression. And here what I recommend to you is just one grip. If you know me, you know that I always talk about this grip. If you don't know me, I'm gonna talk once again about this grip. The grip is semi-western grip, and basically is to have the racket facing to the other fence and your hand completely relax. And even though some professional players have the hand a little bit more below, and here the head of the racket is gonna drop easier and you're gonna accelerate more, what I recommend is to have a little space between your fingers and the hand of the grip, and to spread more your fingers along the grip instead of closing too much. This is going to help you have a powerful forehand. Another strategy also is to have the racket completely relaxed here and don't have these wrinkles here. If you have the wrinkles, it's wrong, so you can just fix, and this is the best grip to accelerate more, and like this you will miss way less forehands, and just recommend to try. And remember, once you start using this grip you're gonna miss way more balls to the net. So basically once you start to use this grip you need to use your legs, because if you don't use your legs you're gonna miss way more balls to the net, way more balls cross court down to the net, and you're gonna be more frustrated. So remember, always 2-3 meters above the net, and be patient because the best results will come, and this will come for sure. Another thing, another mistake that I always fix and I always see you committing is to play with open stance. Basically you start playing tennis and you start just to do this and play like that, and this is the most common mistake, either because the ball is too fast or either because you are a little bit lazy, let's call it that way. And what I recommend and what is supposed to be is you need to be sideways. I mean, you need always to be sideways to play. Even when you play with open stance you are sideways, so you never play facing to the court. And once you start, you don't have any experience before in our sport, so if you start to play open stance you're naturally gonna play completely facing the court, and this is the worst mistake. So what I recommend to you is to start with close stance. So basically you do the split step here, one step to the side, and here you are already sideways, and then you do 2 and you play in this position, or you do double step, you play here in this position, and this way you are already sideways. And forget for now, even though if you rotate a little bit before you do this and then you play, in the beginning your priority is just to be sideways, and if you can be sideways most of the time it's fine, at least for now, because you'll fix this mistake. The third mistake I want to talk here is to what I see most of the times, and most probably you will do too, is when you start you just open the racket and you play. So basically just do this and you play. And this, again, it's super easy in the beginning, you'll miss less, and you only play this way with someone that plays exactly the same way to you. If someone plays a little bit more aggressive like this, okay, you are already not gonna return the ball and you're gonna be more frustrated. I need just more balls. So as I was saying, to fix this, what I recommend here is to do the first position. So after the split step, to do one step to this side, to rotate your shoulders, and to always keep the racket in this position. As a beginner, I always recommend to have the racket completely facing to the fence instead of this. Why? Because when you have the racket here, you have a reference not only for this first position, but also to keep the grip, because as I already mentioned, if you see the wrinkles here, is wrong. So here you can always see, and what I recommend to you is every time you have the ball on your forehand, to do the split step, one step, and always stop in this position, and then you prepare the racket. This is way easier to make, and this is gonna help you for sure. And before I go to the fourth mistake, I just want to say that I have my forehand course, I have my forehand mastery. I'm trying to say more times. I know I'm not sharing all the feedbacks. I hope I can share also this week. And thanks for those who are already share more the feedback, because basically I do this to help you improve. So those who are inside and those who already send the feedback, thank you so much. And if you still want to join, you can join. You have the link below in the description. Now the fourth mistake is about the non-dominant hand. And what I see is, because you just open the racket like that, this hand is also a little bit lost, and you do this way. And basically when we say point to the ball, I see you pointing to the ball this way. And this is not the way to point to the ball, because you never have the ball in front of you. So basically if the ball is here, you need to play too much inside of the body. This is not the goal. Remember, the contact point should be on your side, okay, and in front of you, here, with distance between the racket, the body, and the ball. So if you are pointing to the ball here, here is not the ideal contact point. Contact point should be here. So to be here, you need to do the first position here, and then while you prepare the racket, you keep this hand parallel to the line, for example, and you keep your hand always this way, okay? This is the best way. You have many exercises. I already gave you many exercises on this channel to work on this, but basically you have the basic one, that is to do one, you catch the ball, and then, oh, sorry, you open, you catch the ball here, and then you just drop, you play, and you finish. And remember, as a beginner, you are not accelerating. Accelerating is not part of the process, or at least for now. So what you can do is to keep your hand, you can play, you catch the racket here, and then you finish, imagining you answer the phone. If you are a beginner, this is the ideal for you, and this is what I recommend. Then the last mistake, and the one is also pretty common, and most probably you are already doing, or even if you are already intermediate player, you are still doing, we all do this, is to move your head too much when we hit. So basically when we hit, we do this. This is one of the most common mistakes, even for high level. So what I recommend to you is to focus on the logo of the ball. In this case, I have here Wilson. And when you hit the ball, always try to focus on that logo until you finish. This is the best way to fix this mistake. And also remember, the ball is the only thing that is in the present when you play matches or practices. So if you are always focusing the ball, you are always in the present, and you never focus on what is going to happen next or what happened in the past. So this is all I wanted to say for you in this video. Remember, tennis looks simple, but it's not so simple. But if you follow all the steps, if you follow the steps and the step-by-step of my forehand course, for example, or even if you don't want to commit to the biggest course, I have a small course for topspin, which are already going to help you fix your topspin and at least understand how I work and how I can help you with these videos. And yeah, if you have any question, let me know here. Also, let me know from where you are watching these videos, because more and more people are watching. So I'd like to know, where are you from? What are you taking away from these videos? If you already improved, if you are using already semi-western grip, and more important, what can I help you next? And which videos ideas or which topics you would like me to cover more, because I'm covering more forehand and I would like to cover more, even though when I cover more I always have less views. So I don't know why, because usually you always ask to talk about backhand or to talk about the serve, and then I post about that topic and nobody watch, or at least I get like 1,000, 2,000 views in long form, and that's it. Every time I talk about the forehand, I feel more of you are watching and I help more of you. That's why I keep insisting in this shot. So anything I can help, let me know. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.